Growing up, Native women rarely held federal leadership positions. When I was a little girl, none of this crossed my mind as a possibility for me.
Call her Madam Secretary, and my goodness, talk about someone that the ancestors are walking with. Deb is so powerful, and also she just has such a grace about her and a strength of conviction.
This is about having someone who has this moment where she actually can reset the relationship between the United States and the tribal nations. A woman who, down to her toes, believes in making our lands work, in preserving them for generations and generations to come.
The one thing that the country is going to get to learn about Secretary Deb Haaland is her empathy. She cares about people, and she has a compelling story that I hope the country gets to know.
I love New Mexico. Not only is it my home where I raised my child, went to college, started a small business, and started organizing. It's my ancestral homeland. When I was a little girl, none of this crossed my mind as a possibility for me. I wasn't one of the students picked out to apply to college. In fact, I didn't apply to college until I was 28. I was constantly struggling to make ends meet and raised my child as a single mom. Growing up, Native women rarely held federal leadership positions, and now little girls everywhere will know that they can run for Congress and win, and that this country holds promise for everyone. In fact, it's the unique experiences and struggles that make good leaders, and why I became an organizer in the first place. I believe that it's the fact that I relied on food stamps to feed my family that makes me qualified to advocate for families like mine. It's the fact that I overcame addiction that makes me qualified to help people who are in their own struggles. It's the fact that I know what it's like to be Indigenous that makes me qualified to advocate for our country to meet its trust responsibilities. I'm also thankful for the collaboration and mentorship of my colleagues across the aisle, including Representatives Tom Cole and the Dean of the House, Don Young, and my colleagues on the House Armed Services and Natural Resources Committees. We worked in a bipartisan way to address issues including missing and murdered Indigenous women and ensuring that our servicemen and women and military families had the resources that they need. I thought I would have more time here, but we are called to service in different ways. Though I'm excited to become the first Native American cabinet secretary in history, I'm also sad to leave this chamber. As a twice elected member of Congress, it has been both a pleasure and privilege to serve alongside you in our quest to improve the lives of the American people. I want each of you to know that I'm grateful for the knowledge you shared with me, the friendship, and the work we accomplished together. And I will miss all of you dearly.
That was the 116th class, y'all. I mean, we had, that's my classmate right there, so it's an incredible class.